Hey guys, we are getting ready to poly our floors. We decided to keep them natural, as you can see. We're gonna keep them natural, but we just wanna add a high gloss to them. So we decided to go with polyurethane for floors, super fast drying. And this is all the things that you will need. Not sure if we're gonna end up using both of these, but these are 100% pure lamb skin applicators. We got 2 of those. You're gonna need a paint tray to put your stain in, or your poly in, and some extender, like not brushes, but rods to put the brushes in. And you're gonna need a tarp to put under the paint tray just in case it splatters. You don't want to have lumps of poly in certain areas, so this can protect that. And we also have some masking tape where we're going to go around the baseboard so that way we don't push the poly up on the baseboard and you see big thick gobs of poly on the baseboard. And I think that is it. That's all we have. We have 2 gallons. Not sure we'll use both. This is a pretty big room, but we do have 2 just in case, so we don't have to stop and go back to the store. We're gonna do one part of the floor and then leave a space probably and then do the next part. But you guys will see all that and how the floor turns out. So this is all you need. This right here was a drop cloth that we got from Harbor Freight. And these are usually free every couple weeks. They have free gifts where you can go in and grab these, so I usually pile up on those. These I got from, I want to say Walmart years ago, and these are poles and rods that extend for painting. They get like, let me see if I can, I don't know if this, hold on. Maybe that's the one that's stuck. I done had these over like 8 years. Oh, because I gotta pull it. But I guess I'll do it with one hand. They extend really, really long. I can't really show you with one hand, but they extend really long like that. So that way you can utilize them to paint and stain. So that's that. I can't remember how much they cost. These 1 gallon things of Minwax polyurethane were $44.98 at Home Depot. And the total cost for everything, minus this here we got from Dollar Tree. This is a nice sturdy pan to put your polyurethane in from Dollar Tree. You can't beat that. We try to rack up on those to have those around the house. But everything else was $109. So everything came to $109 for everything except for the tarp and the pans and these that I already had. So let's get started, guys. So as you can see, we are taping around the baseboards because you do not want shiny baseboards. If you do not be very careful, you will have very shiny baseboards from the poly. So make sure that you tape up these areas as well. Guys, make sure that you have something that extends like this particular paint roller extender that I'm using, because it is so hard to reach, especially if you have to go back over a spot when it's a short stick or something that's not that long, that extends to allow you to get over in corners and spaces that you can't reach after you have went so far back with the poly. So here, guys, I'm going to take the lambskin sponge and try to soak it up as much as I can with as much product as possible, because you want to go with even strokes, and the more that you have on, it allows you to not have to stop and go back as many times. So that's what I'm doing in this area right now, is just trying to soak up my sponge. The reason being is, actually, you see this video is sped up, but you want to kind of continuously be moving and going in the direction of the wood grain on the floor. And guys, I was a little frustrated because it seems like this was darker than I wanted it to be. So guys, I continued placing this poly all over my floors, and I was feeling a little bit disturbed by it because I recall poly being like a clear coat of a protectant that you put on your floors, or sometimes people put it on furniture, and it just seemed to darken my floors several shades. And I'm like, okay, you know what? Don't overthink it. Continue to do it. And that's what I was doing, guys. And guess what? It just wasn't sitting well with me. I said, okay, don't overthink it. Let's just wait until the next day, because I know I asked him for something that will make my natural floors like this just shine. Nothing extra, nothing more, because I wanted the natural look. And he stated to me that it will do that. This is what they look like before I went to bed. I didn't do the rest of the floor. And this is what they looked like when I woke up. No ma'am, no sir. So I headed off to Home Depot to express myself. Home Depot, guys, my face broke out so bad from when I went on vacation. But yeah, I'm at Home Depot coming to get the sander that the manager told me I can get for free on their cost, because the guy gave me the wrong information, and I went through all that stuff with sanding my floors and then staining them and going through all that, renting the actual sanders, and they weren't and staining them with something that was incorrect, that darkened my floors, and that wasn't what I wanted. I wanted my floors to stay light. So he understood and said that they will cover it. They told me to bring everything in. They reimbursed me they gave me my money back for all of the things that I used. And then now I had to wait a couple weeks, which was during the time we was vacationing, for that stain to cure. So now I'm here to get the sander to sand my floors again and restain again. So yes. Since we had to screw up with the oil-based poly and it changed our freaking floors too dark, we're gonna go with this one. And this is water-based, and this is by Pro Finisher. And we had to get the water-based sponge refill pad, and we got the actual water with applicator as well to put on the sticks. And then they gave us 6 of each of 30, 60, and 80 grit, and then the Velcro pads to go on the sander. We're going to be doing an orbital sander instead of the drum sander, which is a little bit easier, and it is not as strong on the floor, meaning like it doesn't go as deep. So this should just get the stain and stuff off that we put on, and we'll see how this application works versus the poly. I hated the poly. The smell of it was disgusting. It was overwhelming. It was strong, and it took forever to dry, and it was hard to get out of your hands and different things like that. So we're gonna see how this stuff works. So you guys can join us. All right, guys.